Lisa Hart, and I'm here with Peter, George, and Mike of the Godfathers. Welcome back to Cleveland.
Hello, thanks for
having me. It's been 6 months maybe since I talked to you guys last time. What's new?
What's new since 6 months ago? No, touring mainly. We've got a few new songs. We haven't been in to record yet. We're going to go and record a new album in about 6 weeks' time. We've got a bit more touring to do yet. But, no new records as yet, just some new songs ready to go.
Just lots of live concerts recently, and like Mike said, new songs. We'll be playing about 4 or 5 new ones tonight.
Great. Is it things that have been written on the road?
No.
Do you get anything done as far as writing on the road? Is it just too grueling?
Just ideas really, and ideas that we sort of save till later until they can be properly processed through the hit machine, and then take it from there. Really.
Talking to American rock bands and British rock bands, the influences are the same. You know, everything seems to go back to American rock and roll and Elvis and everything, but it's gone through 2 different processes and it's come out 2 really completely different things. Do you think that's attitude accounts for that? Or?
Definitely, yeah. The English attitude is a lot different to the American attitude, and that a lot of it's based around the weather actually, because in England it always rains a lot, so there's not much to do apart from maybe practicing the guitar or writing or whatever. Over here it's a lot more looser, and that you've got the weather on your side and sort of things like that really.
Particularly with the West Coast bands, you know, of course, because they've got all this sort of beautiful sunshine all the time. I think there tends to be a lot more complacency in the music, a lot less aggression.
And English rock and roll music has always been more political than American rock and roll music.
Right.
Do you think maybe the economy has something to do? You know, it's got to have something to do with it too.
Definitely.
It's not the desperation of it.
I think Americans seem to feel more out of touch with the politics and things like that, and they're just less interested. You know, if they're into rock and roll, they're not bothered by that. But I think in England, it's been a smaller country and what have you. I think you feel a bit more in touch with those issues and more directly affected by that sort of thing.
You know, it's not as though we're like a strictly political band as such. We're not really. We can write about politics, and we do write about politics because we find it interesting. But we've got lots of other things that we find interesting as well, like money and love and power.
It's definitely not an exclusive thing. Like a lot of bands have sort of latched onto the political aspect of pop music is just becoming quite fashionable in America, isn't it? Like with Midnight Oil, with their cause, Tracy Chapman, and all this sort of thing. You know, and it's very much the way of grabbing attention at the moment. But the Godfathers is not about being a political band and grabbing attention that way. We have not got a cause about the Aborigines, or we're not going to, you know, make one big protest about Britain becoming an aircraft carrier for the United States or whatever. It's like, it's just that these things affect us, and so it's going to go into, because the songs are often quite personal.
Do you ever feel any kind of pressure to make political statements, or do you take any flack about that?
No, because I mean, a lot of people think, like, because we made a song like Birth, School, Work, Death, we're always going to keep doing stuff like that. Well, we won't really. Anything that people expect us to do, we'll just go the other way. Just to be awkward, just to be difficult about it. I mean, it'd be the easiest thing in the world for the Godfathers to write 2 or 3 songs exactly like Birth, School, Work, Death and keep harping on about those sort of things, but we won't do it. We're quite a contrary group in that respect, really.
We're not into getting bored of doing this, and the way to avoid getting bored of doing it is to keep doing different things, you know, and that's the way to keep getting satisfaction out of it. Okay, it might not be the way to get a quick hit or whatever, you know, because like you get known for doing one thing, but I can't imagine anything more boring than just getting stuck into a formula.
These are the Godfathers. We're at Peabody's Down Under, and I'll see you later.